seat. Gentlemen, let's go. Hurry up. Have a seat.
Gilman student is the Baltimore City winner, and because this is the third year in a row, also, I would like to give this certificate, and as you can see, my name is spelled with 2 A's, not 1 A, 1 E, to my advisor, Mrs. Jackson. Okay, so first I'd like to give a shout out to Sean Kim because he wanted one. Okay, so at the beginning of the year, Headmaster Smythe discussed his hobby of hiking and how it has affected his life. And today I'm here to do the same about a rather unusual hobby of mine. And if you assumed this hobby was math, because I'm a huge math nerd, and there was a math quote on the bulletin Dean Smith sent out yesterday, you all have been deceived. Because my speech today is about Pokemon. And because I'm a numbers guy, this speech will be 5 lessons I've learned throughout my years of being a Pokemon trainer. Now, don't think these lessons immediately dawned upon me as I was playing through a game. These lessons more or less gradually came to me during a 9-year period. And honestly, I would have probably not learned these lessons when I did, had I not encountered Pokemon. Lesson 1, it's not just about the destination, so enjoy your journey. My Pokemon journey began when I was 8, with the gift of Pokemon Platinum. I immediately took a liking to the game, as it was fun and addictive to catch, train, and evolve cute little monsters. In addition, it was hip in elementary school, and I found myself getting along with many people. However, being a naive little 3rd grader, I was not very good at the game. So I begged my mother to buy me the incredibly thick walkthrough with detailed notes on the game. Like many beginners, I ended up beating the game with an unbalanced team, struggling numerous times along the way. I didn't know where this journey of learning about Pokemon would take me, but thoroughly enjoyed every step that I took, making the journey worthwhile and creating many amazing memories. Connecting this to Gilman, these 4 years have honestly been the most intense yet fulfilling 4 years of my life. From my freshman year, when I remember a harder than usual struggle to transition to a private school, to senior year, as I prepare to exit a more confident, more mature person who's also 8 inches taller, but still shorter than Kevin. Anyways, I don't know what destination awaits me after Gilman, but I've enjoyed my unforgettable journey here through and through. Lesson 2, don't be afraid to consult others. A buddy in grade school introduced me to something I now call the Pokewebs, or the Pokemon community of the internet. It all started when he showed me a website called Cerebi.net, which is still bookmarked on my laptop. No, seriously, it's a really useful website, if you're a Pokemon fan. In it was information about everything Pokemon, from the TV show to news. In addition, the Pokewebs held a very important thing I call PokeTube, a network of Pokemon fans all over YouTube. I was particularly fond of people's top 10s, walkthroughs, and trivia videos. I've even had fantasies that I was a PokeTuber myself, and I've even got a few top 10 lists saved somewhere. Now I've accumulated so much knowledge to the point where I can stand my ground against other PokeTubers' opinions, all thanks to me having asked for help. And now I've found hundreds of thousands of people just like me, allowing me to respect, appreciate, be respected, and be appreciated because of love of a single thing. Even at Gilman, I've bonded with students and even some faculty members I wouldn't expect to bond with anywhere else because of our love, interest, and nostalgia with the Pokemon games. But really, I've learned that consulting people for advice can help so much, and it's gotten me further in things than I could have ever had imagined. For instance, just last year, I struggled in US history, with my performance in the first semester lackluster and my enthusiasm for the class itself dwindling as the year went on. However, my parents and I both agreed that it was worth a shot to try and improve second semester, so we reached out for help in a unique way, posting in the Hopkins campus, US history tutor needed. A graduate student saw the notice and became my tutor. Not only did I feel my writing skills and understanding of US history improve, so hence my performance in the class improved, but I now have an interest in US history, and I was able to request a hopefully strong letter of recommendation from my teacher. Lesson number 3. Long endeavors are hard, but they ultimately pay dividends. Whenever a new Pokemon game comes out, I usually spend my free time searching for information on the geography, Pokemon, and trainers in each location of the game to design the perfect team and sweep through the game. However, this wasn't always easy. My summer going into the 8th grade, I planned how to tackle each obstacle, simulating each turn of each battle to create the Paragon team for the impending Pokemon White 2. Something that took a whole summer of scouring the internet on my iPad 2, slumped like a corpse on my uncle's couch each day to do. I even took a hiatus on math for a while just to focus on this, obviously concerning my mom. Sorry, Mom. But the result was my most successful story run. After completing White 2, I understood the process of research and how much dedication it takes to do something big. In addition, I inadvertently got to learn more about the mechanics of the game as a whole. This was really my first experience into research, something I actively do today in the field of math. As I push on with math research, toiling every day by reading textbooks and papers, analyzing simulations, or discussing findings with my mentor over Skype, I recall my middle school days and how much perseverance and time I devoted to my Pokemon project, but also think ahead about how it could pay off in the future. Lesson number 4. You have to leave your comfort zone if you want to get anywhere. As I entered high school, I realized that the Pokemon games had become a little too easy, so I began challenging myself, a habit that would continue into academic fields. Primarily, I delved a bit into competitive Pokemon, the place where the true masters fight. I got to learn what's important for a competitive battler. For instance, effort values and natures were just 2 things in a Pokemon that could turn the tide of a competitive battle, but didn't matter too much in a regular playthrough. I've created quite a few teams myself, and I've gone online to battle opponents. Obviously, at first I got stomped, But with advice from various outside sources and experience, going back to my second lesson about asking for help, I've created a few of my own strategies, and now I can win on a regular basis. Competitive battling has taught me that going out of your comfort zone not only leads to new things, but is a crucial thing to do if you want to be successful in anything and be at the peak-a-chew of your game. Gilman does a great job of encouraging students to do this, with the freedom to choose from many diverse electives in senior year, really making one think deeper about a subject to grasp it more completely. Besides, had I not gone out of my comfort zone, one of the biggest viral memes in the tri-school last year wouldn't have been a thing. You guys may know it as boanisclan.org. Finally, lesson 5. It's okay to love something childish no matter how people may judge you for it. Indeed, Pokemon is a thing to which I have devoted a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into. Even now, and I'm sure immediately after my speech this is going to happen, people are going to judge me for still playing Pokemon. And my response is, well, of course I still play Pokemon. Why? Well, because it makes me happy, it keeps me sane, it gives me a way to relieve stress and anger, it's really fun, it's addictive, but most importantly, it's something I love doing, and it's something I've learned so much from, which is one reason it's stayed for so long, and I hope to continue to learn from it in the future. And everyone in here should be proud of a hobby that has had as much of an impact to them as Pokemon to me. To end, I would like to circle back to what I said in the beginning of my speech today about the assembly Mr. Smythe shared with us about hiking and his life. Pokemon for me is just like hiking for him. It's a long-time passion that has undeniably affected who I am, whether it be through my imaginative and quirky personality or through the lessons it has taught me. So, Mr. Smythe, Mr. Hubeck, faculty, students, mom, dad, friends, I'm still going to play Pokemon. After all, it still has a lot to teach me about the journey in life, asking for help, pursuing big tasks, taking chances, having pride about your own hobbies, and many more things to come. Thank you.